In today's fast-paced and interconnected world, the concept of personal boundaries has taken on a new level of significance. Gone are the days when appeasing everyone around us was a noble pursuit and self-preservation was often an afterthought. In the modern era, prioritizing personal boundaries has become not just a choice but a necessity for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. The dynamics of our social interactions have evolved significantly over the years. With the advent of technology and the rise of social media, we are more connected than ever before. Our lives are on display for the world to see, and the pressure to conform to societal expectations has reached unprecedented levels. It's no wonder that many individuals are finding it increasingly challenging to maintain a healthy balance between their own needs and the demands of others. In this opinion piece, we will explore why personal boundaries are more important than ever in today's society. We will delve into the psychological and emotional aspects of boundary setting, the impact of technology and social media on our lives, and the role of self-care in maintaining healthy boundaries. Additionally, we will discuss practical strategies for establishing and enforcing personal boundaries in various aspects of life, from relationships and work to social interactions and online presence. The evolution of personal boundaries. To understand the significance of personal boundaries in the modern world, we must first recognize how the concept has evolved over time. In traditional societies, boundaries were often defined by cultural norms, religious beliefs, and social hierarchies. Individual autonomy was secondary to collective cohesion, and personal desires were often subjugated to the greater good of the community. However, as societies transitioned from agrarian and communal structures to industrialized and urbanized settings, the dynamics of human interactions began to change. The concept of personal space, both physical and psychological, became more pronounced. People started to recognize the need to protect their individual rights, privacy, and emotional well-being. The psychological and emotional aspect. One of the fundamental aspects of personal boundaries is their role in safeguarding our psychological and emotional health. In an age where information flows freely and opinions are readily shared, it's easy to become overwhelmed by external influences. Without well-defined boundaries, we risk absorbing the anxieties, judgments, and expectations of others, leading to emotional exhaustion and a sense of loss of self. Setting personal boundaries allows us to establish a clear delineation between our emotions and those of others. It empowers us to protect our mental well-being by choosing when and how we engage with external stimuli. Whether it's a barrage of negative news on social media or the demands of a high-stress job, having personal boundaries enables us to maintain emotional equilibrium. Furthermore, personal boundaries play a crucial role in fostering healthy self-esteem and self-worth. When we respect our own boundaries, we send a powerful message to ourselves that our needs and feelings are valid. This, in turn, bolsters our self-confidence and helps us navigate interpersonal relationships with greater self-assuredness. The impact of technology and social media. The advent of technology and the ubiquity of social media have transformed the way we interact with the world. While these platforms offer numerous benefits, they also pose significant challenges to maintaining personal boundaries. In the digital age, our lives are on constant display. We share our thoughts, experiences, and even our most intimate moments with a global audience. The pressure to curate an idealized online persona can blur the lines between our authentic selves and the personas we present to the world. Social media platforms, designed to capture and retain our attention, can be addictive and all-consuming. The constant notifications, likes, and comments can create a sense of obligation to respond promptly and maintain a certain online image. This can lead to a blurring of personal and public boundaries, causing stress and anxiety. Moreover, the comparison culture fostered by social media can have detrimental effects on our self-esteem. When we constantly measure our worth against others' curated online lives, we risk compromising our sense of self. Setting and maintaining personal boundaries in the digital realm is essential for preserving our mental and emotional well-being. The role of self-care. An integral component of personal boundaries is self-care. Prioritizing self-care is not selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. In a world that often demands our constant attention and energy, neglecting self-care can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a sense of being overwhelmed. Self-care involves setting aside time for activities and practices that rejuvenate us physically, mentally, and emotionally. It can encompass a wide range of activities, from exercise and meditation to pursuing hobbies and spending quality time with loved ones. The key is to prioritize self-care as an essential aspect of maintaining personal boundaries. When we engage in self-care, we recharge our emotional reserves and bolster our resilience in the face of external pressures. It enables us to approach life's challenges with a greater sense of calm and clarity. Additionally, self-care reinforces the message that our well-being matters, and we are deserving of time and attention. Practical strategies for establishing boundaries. Setting personal boundaries is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor. It requires self-awareness, assertiveness, and a willingness to communicate our needs to others. Here are some practical strategies for establishing and enforcing boundaries in various aspects of life. 1. Communicate openly. Effective boundary setting begins with clear and open communication. Express your needs, limits, and expectations to those around you. Be honest about what you can and cannot accommodate. 2. Learn to say no. Saying no is a powerful boundary-setting tool. It's okay to decline invitations or requests that do not align with your priorities or values. Practice assertiveness in a respectful manner. 3. Set digital boundaries. Manage your digital life by establishing boundaries with technology and social media. Turn off notifications during designated quiet times, limit screen time, and curate your online environment to minimize stressors. 4. Prioritize self-care. Schedule regular self-care activities and treat them as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Whether it's a weekly yoga class or an evening reading session, make self-care a priority. 5. Establish work-life boundaries. Define clear boundaries between work and personal life, especially if you work remotely. Set designated work hours and create physical spaces that signal the transition from work to leisure. 6. Evaluate relationships. Assess your interpersonal relationships and identify any that consistently violate your boundaries or drain your energy. Consider setting limits or, in extreme cases, distancing yourself from toxic relationships. 7. Seek support. If you struggle with boundary setting, consider seeking support from a therapist or counselor. They can provide guidance and strategies for assertive communication and boundary enforcement. In today's interconnected and fast-paced world, personal boundaries are more important than ever. They serve as a vital safeguard for our mental and emotional well-being, helping us navigate the complexities of modern life. Setting and maintaining personal boundaries is an act of self-care and self-respect, signaling that our well-being matters. In a society that often places a premium on conformity and people-pleasing, it's crucial to remember that prioritizing personal boundaries is not selfish. It's a means of preserving our authenticity and emotional equilibrium. As we continue to unravel the intricacies of modern living, let us embrace the power of personal boundaries and their role in leading fulfilling and balanced lives. Join the conversation by subscribing to this channel for more thought-provoking discussions on topics that matter in today's world. Your well-being and personal growth are worth it.